we don't have any save files, which is shown here, and we're gonna make one. So we start off where Red is in her house, as you can see.
Was that a picture or the window?
It's a which one? This is a portrait and this is a window.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, so Red wakes up in her house, she has a note, and the note says to deliver the basket of goodies to Grandma, which you can see the basket here. The note is implemented, but we'll have it soon, but you can pick up the basket. And then, so we're gonna proceed on. We're just gonna show you what the intro kind of feels like, story-wise. So you're kind of walking, and we wanna teach you kind of slowly. So the first obstacle is a rock, and so you know how to move left and right. You have a lot of room to do that. So at this point, you learn how to jump over things, and then right after that, we teach you how to climb. I'm kind of blazing through this because we have some long puzzles to show. And then we go down here, and we see that there's a cliff, but our camera system kind of zooms out to show you that it's okay to go. And then right here, we actually pass a checkpoint, and so that you can see that that your game is actually saved, and I can reload to the last checkpoint and actually put you in the same place. And now we go to the main menu. You have a continue button, and it's encrypted in using binary formatters, so it's very hard to be serialized. And the basset's gone. And then so this is our first kind of death scenario. So you walk on a bridge. Looks looks okay. Okay, so we have the bridge. And as you walk, it kind of breaks. So obviously you have to learn how to jump over things. And that's kind of like your first puzzle. But just to show what death feels like, I'm going to drown. And she kind of drowns.
Oh, disturbing.
But it's okay. It's okay. So we're gonna. So you go back to the. It's the first death, so it kind of shows you what it feels like to have a losing condition. So yeah. And then now we're gonna continue slightly ahead. At this part, or at this section, we met the big bad wolf. He's taking our basket, and he is heading straight for Grandma. So we met up with our first chrono wisp, which is our little friend here, and they help us guide along our way. This one represents the present, and at the moment, or we'll show later that it will allow us to teleport back into the present. So we can see another puzzle, 2 platforms, a ladder, another platform, and this strangely non-dangerous looking rope thing. But let's just say I'm a new player. So I got trapped. So that's one of the losing conditions. So to solve this puzzle, there's a box on the far side, right side. But many people might attempt to try to jump over it. It's actually a little too far. What you have to do is actually go over here, go on this thing, and you can see that this arrow represents where you're supposed to go, but the gap is too wide. So here's what you can do. So you can go over here and push the box into the trap. So I'm gonna get this down here. And then kind of push it over.
She's so dainty.
And then it's gonna get the trap. And then now what happens is that the box becomes a platform for us to jump over. Continue. Okay, so moving slightly more ahead. Actually, no, moving through the middle portion of the game. We met our 2 wisps now. So now we have the power to go between the present and the past. Or no, the present and the past. This is the past and this is the present. So our next puzzle, we can see this seesaw-looking thing, and it is a seesaw. And you might see that this box is shining a bit. That means that the box is always transferable. So meaning that it will always transfer between worlds, regardless of whether you're touching it or holding it or not. We can see that the arrow is pointing us to go that way, but there's actually a cliff, so you actually need a box here. So I'm going to quickly solve this. We can't get over here because the cliff is too high. I tried this. It's actually, you can't do it. So let's see what we have in the past. So we'll go over here, and there's 2 boxes. There's a small one and a big one. It's hanging over a platform, so you need to actually climb up here and then switch over. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so we have our, so first off, we have our ladder. We still can't get to the box, it's blocked up by a wall, but this platform is also a little bit longer. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to take this box, go back to the present, and now it's going to act as our counterweight and hold the seesaw for us. And then now, we can actually get this box and put it on the seesaw. Oh no, I can't grab the box. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Right. And then we can remove this box. We no longer need it. Okay. So now, how do we get this box up there? Well, we see this little ledge here, and we have the heavier box still. So maybe we can do something with that. So what I'm going to do is take this box and use it as a counterweight. And then what I'm also going to do is put it on there.
Whoa.
So now we have our last key to the puzzle.
Presentation class. You can't be filming this. This is a no-camera presentation.
We take it back there. And then now we can proceed on to our way.
No leaks.
Okay, so now showing our last phase 3 puzzle. So this is more towards the end game pattern, where you have all 3 of your little whisk fairies. So you can transfer between the present, the past, and the future. And just to see, we also have a little leaf falling effect. So you can go to the past and then the future. So let's see what we have. In the present, we have like this little pool of water. Maybe that's used for something. We see some trees. We can jump on the branches. Some more trees. And then we have this strange-looking, low, unfertile pile of soil. And then there's our exit. So we can't do anything here, so let's go to the past. We see that there's a fertile area of soil and our bucket. So maybe the bucket is used for water or something. Let's see what we have. Water's gone, and nothing else left. So let's go to the future. So our trees are now growing and old, the water's dried up, and oh, look at that, an acorn comes out of nowhere. And also the branches are also broken, so you can't jump on any of these branches. So I'm just gonna solve it real quick. We're gonna jump on this branch, go to that branch, pick up the acorn, and then remember that little pot of soil earlier? We're gonna plant it. And then it doesn't really do anything, maybe because it doesn't have any water. So that's what this bucket's for. So we're gonna take the bucket, go to the present, and then since this is the only water source, this is where we're gonna get our bucket of water. And then now you know it's full because there's little water drippings. See it? And then now we can go to the past and then water the thing, which I didn't complete an animation, it's just really basic. And then, cool, now there's a little sapling. And then if you go to the future, it's a fully grown tree.
What?
However, we still can't get up there because there's no more branches, but we can do a little platforming in the present. So like from here. Oh. Yeah, like a jump. And then we can switch over, jump on this branch, and now we're over. And you can also, oh. I forgot to add any anti-collision boxes on that one, but that's pretty much the end of our puzzle. So you can also hear the audio designed by our audio engineer here, John, as well as our in-game UI. So we can reload to checkpoint and stuff. So this was the UI was programmed by our UI engineer here. But yeah, that's anyway, and we can continue back to our previous checkpoint. Well,
guys,
still some bugs fixing, but yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, any questions?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.